All right, it's 4 o'clock. Good evening, wonderful people of Lagos and Nigeria. And to our listeners at the diaspora, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm wishing you all a happy weekend filled with love and happiness. Yeah, I'm also wishing you a happy new month. Welcome to the month of celebration. It's December. Yeah, a month of celebration. Welcome to Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and I am your host. My name is Faithfulness Woke. I'm not alone in the studio. I have here with me Dr. Peter Anosike, our in-house analysts on today's program. Doctor, say hello to the listeners.
Good afternoon, wherever you are listening to us from.
Yeah, it's Nigeria time. Yes, like we all know, we're taking it down here to 6 p.m. So hope you're all ready for us this evening. So by 5, I'll be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. Let's get started. Don't forget, we're streaming live on YouTube at VOP Live 90.3 FM. You all know how we do it on Recap. We take a look at some of the stories that made headlines during the week. It's a way of keeping you updated with the news. Let us now dive into the stories of today without wasting much of our time. I read out the news headlines of today. The first story we're going to be looking at today says no Christian persecution in Nigeria. This statement was made by Bishop Kuka. The second story says Nigeria, only a country with functioning democracy in Sahel, needs protection. Ribadu US over Christian genocide in Nigeria. The fourth story says United States lawmakers descend heavily on Aso Rock, vow to hold Tinubu administration responsible for killings. The fifth story says Nigeria will be burnt down by terrorists in 4 months if it fails to put state police in place. Aregani Adams made this statement. The final story we're going to be discussing this evening says River State House of Assembly lawmakers did not tell me before defection, and Nyesom Wike made this statement. Don't forget, start sending in your messages as we are analyzing story by story. I'm going to call the number for sending in the message, not to call. This isn't the time to call. Time to call is 5 o'clock. But for now, you can start sending in your message as we analyze the stories on the number 0817-175-6338. I repeat, 0817-175-6338. Now let's go down to the details. The first story says no Christian persecution in Nigeria. Bishop Kuka have said that there is no Christian persecution in Nigeria. The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese and convener of the National Peace Committee (NPC), Most Reverend Matthew Kuka, has insisted that there is no persecution of Christians in Nigeria, stressing that genocide is determined not by the number of casualties, but by intent. Bishop Kuka recently came under criticism after being quoted as urging the international community not to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, arguing that such a label would heighten tensions, breed suspicion, and allow criminals to exploit the situation, ultimately undermining interfaith dialogue and cooperation with government. Speaking while presenting a paper at the 46th Supreme Convention of the Knights of St. Mulumba (KSM) in Kaduna, he stated that on the issue of alleged Christian killings in Nigeria, he aligns fully with the Vatican Secretary of State, the President of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, and all Catholic bishops in the country. Now, he said, they are saying that 1,200 churches are burnt in Nigeria every year, and I asked myself, in which Nigeria? Interestingly, nobody approached the Catholic Church to get accurate data. We do not know where these figures came from. All those talking about persecution, has anyone ever called to ask Bishop Kuka what is the situation? The data being circulated clearly avoids the Catholic Church because they know Catholics do not indulge in heresy. Doctor, what's your thoughts on this story?
Well, I want to first of all start by appreciating the governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, for going to Sokoto to visit Nnamdi Kanu, who is being held unjustly in Sokoto prison. Because Nnamdi Kanu is a victim of Nigeria wickedness on Igbo people. Nnamdi Kanu is being persecuted, not prosecuted. Nnamdi Kanu, as far as I am concerned, is a hero. Understand? Nnamdi Kanu, as far as I'm concerned, is a hero. Understand?
Yeah.
Who that's in the category of Nelson Mandela, because he has that courage to come out to say, I don't like what is happening to my people. I don't like what is happening in Nigeria. This is not how a country should be run. So I appreciate the governor of Abia State for being courageous enough, while others are hiding under their fingers because of 2027. He had that courage to go all the way to Sokoto to visit him. Understand? Then for Matthew Kuka, I'm not surprised because Majek Feshek sang a song which he called religion and politics. Understand? And that a lot of the religious leaders are hypocrites and understand me. And that's exactly what I can say with regard to Matthew Kuka. It seems as if Majek Feshek saw the so-called Christian leaders in Nigeria before singing that song, because what he sang in that song is exactly what is happening today, that religious leaders are hypocrites and Pharisees. Understand? Because in 2020, Matthew Kuka was, when Buhari was the president, he was going all over the world shouting Christian persecution in Nigeria. In 2020, just about 5 years ago, Matthew Kuka was going all over. He went to America, he went to UK shouting religious persecution in Nigeria.
Okay.
Matthew Kuka is from Sokoto. He is from southern Kaduna, but he is Archbishop of Sokoto. It was in Sokoto, where he is presiding as an Catholic Archbishop, that Deborah Samuel was stoned to death. Not because he stole, but because she was a Christian in Sokoto. Where Matthew Kuka was Archbishop, that Deborah Samuel was stoned to death by Muslim fanatics. Matthew Kuka is from southern Kaduna, where within 18 months, more than 2,100 people has been killed in Kaduna. When they said that El Rufai was persecuting Christians, it's in southern Kaduna, because southern Kaduna is mostly Christian-dominated area. That's where this Kuka comes from. And do you know what he said? That you can kill 10 million people.
Yeah.
It won't amount to genocide.
It's here. He said you can kill 10 million people and it will not amount to genocide.
Yes.
Then how many will you kill
Understand
for
me?
it to amount
So
to genocide?
he said what amounts to genocide is intent. What you have in mind. Understand me? So you can kill 10 million people. It will not.
You don't have the intent.
So you are free that to kill.
Genocide.
Yes. So
Wow.
this is what somebody is saying. This is what somebody who calls himself a man of God is saying. That you can kill 10 million people. It will not amount to genocide. That there's no Christian persecution in Nigeria. But the same man was going all over the world shouting that Christians are being persecuted in Nigeria under Buhari, Google it and you will see it. Google it, you will see it. And people will still go to church and listen to this kind of people. People will still stupidly, foolishly go to church and hear these people. Somebody who talks from both sides of the mouth. In 2020, there was Christian persecution. In 2025, there's no more Christian persecution.
Well, Doctor, maybe no, I wouldn't say maybe not all priests or pastors are actually like that.
So for me, I am shocked that Matthew Kuka, who we were thinking before was standing for Christianity. So that could be one of the mistakes that I can say that I have made respecting him before. So respecting Kuka should be one of the mistakes that I have made. In southern Kaduna, where everybody is shouting that El-Rufai was killing Christians, somebody from there is now saying Christians are not being persecuted in southern Kaduna. Why? Because sugar had been put in his mouth. Why? Because sugar has been put in his mouth. So there's no difference between Rino Omokri and Bishop Kuka. There's no difference between Femi Fanikayode and the Matthew Kuka. So religion and politics is now the same. People no more defend what is right. They only defend what will benefit them, what they like. That's what is happening in Nigeria today. People no more defend what is right. They only defend what will benefit them. And Matthew Kuka is defending what is benefiting him. And for him to say that, I am highly disappointed. I am highly disappointed that somebody who we thought stands for Christianity, stands for the Catholic Church, can even deny his own people who are being massacred on a daily basis. So if Kuka can say that there's no more persecution in Nigeria, understand? So nobody should accuse El-Rufai of killing Christians. Because somebody from southern Kaduna has said that nothing of such happened. That the killing of his own people, that intent is not genocide.
Not genocide.
And I pray, let that killing continue in southern Kaduna. Since it is not, since the intent is not a Christian persecution.
Doctor, innocent people are there as well.
He know that. Understand? He know that. And tomorrow, this man will go to the pulpit. People will fold their hands and be listening. I better listen to an Agboro than listen to such people.
Doctor,
I better listen to Agboro than listen to people who steal in God's name, who deceive in God's name, who speak with two mouths in God's name. That's why Bible said that judgment will start in the house of God. That's why Bible said that judgment will start in the house of God. Because those who we are seen as godly men are worse than those on the street. And Matthew Kuka is a typical example. Matthew Kuka is a typical example. For him to deny what he was doing all over the world just 5 years ago and be saying Christian genocide, are being persecuted everywhere in the world. But today, because sugar has been put in his mouth, no more Christian genocide, no more Christian persecution. You can kill 10. This is what a bishop is saying. You can kill 10 million people. Once, what is important is intent, not the people being killed.
Wow.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what
I'm quoting him.
That's what
that you can kill 10 million people, it will not amount to genocide.
That is the intent.
Understand? Then what is genocide? killing of a particular people from one ethnic group, from the same church, from the same organization. That's the definition of genocide. Mass killing of people from either the same religion, the same ethnic group, the same organization. That's what is known as genocide. So they must come and tell you, yes, why we are killing is because we want to commit genocide. That you now know that their intent is genocide. Shame on him.
Over here, he said he attributed many challenges faced by Christians to internal disunity. That the main problem is that Christians succumb to bullies. That it's disunity that made it look like they are being persecuted. That's what he said. Doctor, what do you have to say about
Reno Omokri is better than him. Reno Omokri is better than Bishop Kuka. I want to say that Reno Omokri has more hope of repentance than Matthew Kuka.
All right. Is that the day we decide to stand together, believing that an injury to one is an injury to all, these things will stop?
Who is going to stand together with a hypocrite? He has exposed himself that there's no God in him. He has exposed himself that there's no God in him. Because I can't believe that somebody who carries the Bible can say this thing, that you can kill 10 million people, it will not amount to genocide. What amounts to genocide is intent. You have to carry a signboard. What I'm doing is genocide. You have to carry a signboard. What I'm doing is genocide. Then he will now know that the intent of the killing is genocide. No, they can twist anything just to favor their master. Bishop Okogie cannot say this kind of a thing. Anthony Okogie cannot say this kind of a thing. So for Kuka, I'm highly disappointed.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap on the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and here we'll bring you stories that made headlines during the week, of which we're going to discuss on the first story, which says, no Christian persecution in Nigeria, according to Bishop Kuka. Yes, he's the one that made that statement, that there is no Christian persecution in Nigeria. I don't know if Nigerians accept that what he's saying is true or not. When it's time for calling, you're going to let us know about that. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. For now, keep your messages coming in. I can see that. Yes. Now, let's move to the second story, which says Nigeria only country with functioning democracy in Sahel needs protection. And Ribadu made this statement. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu on Thursday warned that Nigeria must protect its democratic system, noting that it remains the only functioning democracy in the Sahel region, where political instability and military takeovers have become widespread. Ribadu spoke in Abuja at a forum on preventing violence and conflicts in northern Nigeria, organized by the National Peace Committee, the Kuka Center, and the Office of the National Security Advisor. Okay, the Kuka Center have also appeared here. Okay, and what they do is to prevent violence and conflict in the northern Nigeria. All right, his remarks come against the backdrop of military coups across West Africa and the Sahel, where countries such as Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Chad have experienced military takeovers or prolonged transitional government. Ribadu said Nigeria, despite persistent security and economic challenges, remains the only country in the belt still operating a constitutional civilian-led government. Doctor, do you think Nigeria is still practicing democracy? Are they still practicing civilian-led government, just like I said?
Well, civilian-led government is different from democracy. Understand? Civilian-led government is different from democracy because what is happening in Russia is civilian-led. But we don't call Russia a democratic country.
Okay.
Understand? So we have a civilian led administration in Nigeria, but we don't have democracy.
Is it no more than military?
We don't have a democracy. For there to be democracy, the arms of government must be functioning. There must be separation of powers. Understand? The judiciary must be free from the interference, undue interference of the executive. The legislature must be free from undue interference of the executive.
Yeah.
The legislature must be performing its oversight functions on the acts of the executive, and the judiciary must be interpreting the laws without recourse to the executive. But today, what are we having in the country? The judiciary and the legislature has become just departments of the executive. The judiciary and the legislature has become just departments of the executive. The only organ that is functioning in Nigeria is the executive. We cannot call that democracy. We cannot call that democracy. When election is not free, fair, and credible, it is not a democracy. Understand?
Yeah.
So democracy does not just mean wearing agbada or wearing suit. No. There are principles which it must follow for the system to be called democracy. Right now, what we have in Nigeria is not a democracy. What we are practicing is a civilian regime like Putin is practicing in Russia. So saying that Nigeria remains the only country in the Sahel that is practicing democracy is wrong, because what we are practicing is not the democracy. What Nigeria is currently practicing is not democracy. It cannot be democracy. Why some people are using that word? We will capture Edo, we will capture Ondo, we will capture Ekiti. You don't use the word capture in a democracy. It is only military that uses the word capture, because it is not a warfare.
Yeah.
It is not a warfare. So anywhere you are saying we'll capture, go to Sambisa, capture Boko Haram. You don't capture votes. You don't capture votes. So we are not, what we are practicing is just civilian regime. Understand? We are not practicing a democracy. That should be made known to all. Whoever thinks that we are practicing democracy in Nigeria doesn't know the meaning of democracy. Even there's not even a freedom of speech. There's no freedom of speech. Understand? There's no justice in our judicial system. Our legislature is rubber stamp. Imagine what number 3 citizen Akpabio said 2 days ago. Donald Trump is on our neck. Therefore, it shouldn't be business as usual. We shouldn't be telling people bow and go. Which means without Donald Trump being on your neck, you will tell the defense minister to bow and go. So, that is it. I fought him on that statement. We are not practicing democracy. We are not. Democracy is government of the people. So this is government of the few. Understand? This is government of the few. Nigerian people has no voice in this administration, because if they have voice, when they went on end bad governance, they made 10 demands. Not one was made. Not one of the 10 demands that Nigerian people made was met by the government, which means they don't care about other people. They don't care about other people. They don't believe that the power belongs to the people in a democratic government. So that is it.
Here in a statement, he said he warned that individuals or groups seeking to exploit communities, spread terror, or undermine national security would face decisive action. Doesn't mean that all this happening around is actually spreading of false terrorism attacks, or I don't really get
No.
the reason.
They said that a bad workman will always quarrel with his tools. That is what is happening. A bad workman will always quarrel with his tools. So when you run out of ideas, you begin to look for who to push the problem to. Understand? You are the national security advisor. It is your responsibility, that is to help to curtail the insecurity in the country, and not looking for people who you can use as scapegoats.
All right, Doctor, I want to bring your knowledge to this aspect. He said communities. He noted that many national security challenges begin at the local level and emphasize the role of communities, traditional leaders, religious leaders, and state governments in preventing conflict. Communities, religious leaders, traditional rulers, local government authorities, and state governments have critical roles to play. When communities are empowered to resolve their own disputes and prevent violence, the need for deployment of armed forces reduces significantly. This is what he's saying. Now, I said earlier, the convener of the National Peace Committee, which is Bishop Matthew Kuka, said insecurity had touched every Nigerian, either directly or indirectly. So, Doctor, I really want you to analyze this.
What is the intent? No, there's no insecurity because the intent is not insecurity. Understand? The intent is just to kill people for killing's sake. So the issue is this: what is said about community. One, these bandits, these terrorists reside among the people. Understand me? These bandits, these terrorists reside among the people. They don't live in the air. Understand? But for the community to give security agencies any meaningful information, they should have sense of belonging. They should feel that government cares for them. Do you understand me? When people know that government doesn't care for them, they will not care for government. So that's what is happening in Nigeria today. Not that these people don't have valuable information to give, but one, you don't even know if those that you are giving that information will turn against you.
Exactly.
Understand me? You don't know who is working for who. So the best thing is to keep your mouth shut. But when the people feel, yes, government cares that I'm here, government is thinking about me, government is ready to protect me even if I give them information, they will begin to do that. That's why I keep on saying the surest way to reduce insecurity in anywhere in the world is through good governance. The surest way to reduce insecurity is good governance. When people know that government cares for them, understand? Yeah. They will also begin to work for the interest of government. Understand? So today, if you see somebody vandalizing maybe pipeline or transformer, understand, which is government property, yes, that's you going there to fight them is being foolish. What is government doing for you? What has government done for you? Understand? But if you feel that this government is doing something for you, is caring about you, you care about government properties. You make sure that government properties are not vandalized. Understand? Are not stolen. So it's a two-way thing. You care for me, I care for you. You don't care for me, go to hell.
Doctor. All right, if you're just joining us, this is a recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and as usual in this program we'll give you stories that made headlines during the week. That's what we're discussing. The first story we looked at this evening says US okay, I don't think that's it. All right, The first story we discussed this evening says no Christian persecution in Nigeria, like we discussed, according to Bishop Kuka. Bishop Kuka said this one, not me. Then the second story says Nigeria, only country with functioning democracy in Sahel, needs protection. That is the story we just finished analyzing, and the statement was made by Ribadu. So we are going now to the third story, which says protest rocks US over Christian genocide in Nigeria. That's the third story we're going to be looking at. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. But for now, keep your messages coming in. I can see your messages. I'm still going to call the WhatsApp line again so you can continue sending in your message, and the number is 0817-175-6338. Don't forget, first come, first served. When you send first, I'll read yours first. Don't forget that. Now down to the third story, which says protest rocks United States of America over Christian genocide in Nigeria. Protesters demand action over Christian killings, freedom for Sunday Jackson. A large throng of Nigerians under the aegis of the Save Nigeria Group USA, with members drawn from across the United States of America and Canada, defied the chilly winter weather at the grounds of the US Capitol to rally support for the over 52,000 of their compatriots killed in the ongoing sectarian violence in the country, and the 11 million others trapped in internally displaced persons IDP camps around the country. The crowd was bolstered by activists from other African countries who live in the US and many Americans who have visited Nigeria. Speaking at the event, the leader of the group, Mr. Stephen Osawege, decried the seeming intractable ethnic-inspired religious killings and recurrent kidnapping of citizens which have ravaged many parts of Nigeria, wondering why the government, which should have the primary duty of protecting lives and properties, have failed to do so in Nigeria. These are his words. We gather today on this sacred ground, not because of the buildings behind us, but because of the truth we are speaking, the justice we are demanding, and the lives we refuse to forget. I stand before you not only as president of Save Nigeria Group USA, but as a son of Nigeria, a witness to suffering, and a believer in the power of faith, truth, and righteous action. I'm going to read out this paragraph, then Dr. will analyze. So today, as we raise our voices here in Washington, millions of Christians across Nigeria are living in terror. In Plateau, Benue, Kaduna, Taraba, Southern Kaduna, Borno, and the Southeast, the attacks are relentless. Churches burned, pastors beheaded, villages wiped out, women and children abducted, entire communities erased, over 11 million displaced Christians struggling to survive. And only days ago, over 300 Christian school children were kidnapped at St. Mary's Catholic School. This is not random violence. This is not farmer-herder conflicts. This is a systematic campaign of religious and ethnic cleansing carried out by jihadist militias and protected by political actors. Call it what it is, a Christian genocide. Doctor, what's your thoughts on this story?
Well, let me start with the Niger abduction. Apart from those that we had escaped, up to today, they have not been released. But government is assuring their families that all is well. Government is assuring their families that all is well, and I pray that let all be well. That's my prayer, because I can imagine the trauma that those girls will be going in, understand, and those students are going through, being that's in the hand of strangers, understand, and then their parents, what they will be going through for almost 2 weeks now or more. And yesterday, Daniel Bawanda was telling Nigerians that the reason why these bandits cannot be traced, or the activities traced, is because they are using a different network.
Wow.
Understand? That's what that Google need to see it. That they are using a different network. Understand? So that's why they cannot monitor or see what they are doing. So, but they can track what somebody who said something against government is doing within 12 hours. But they cannot track what a bandit is doing, which to me is acceptance of defeat. Understand? Which means government has accepted the defeat, that they cannot track what these bandits are doing. They cannot track where they are because of the type of network that they are using. That they are using Starlink. Understand? That they cannot trace. Understand? But the other day, Bayo Ononoga told us that DSS called the bandits that kidnapped people in Kwara, and they dropped the people that they arrested. So maybe those ones are using MTN or Airtel.
Or Glow. Wonderful.
So for you to see the confusion in government, so the only way to put this government on their toes is external pressure. Because here in Nigeria, our voice don't really count. Our voice don't really matter. We are like conquered people. We are like prisoners of war. Understand? So prisoners of war have no right to say anything. Understand? Their voice doesn't matter. Their interest doesn't matter. Here in Nigeria, Nigerian people are like conquered people. Nigerian people are like prisoners of war. So the only thing that can work is external pressure.
Okay, Doctor, do you think this protest is actually gonna be able to pressure the government to do something?
It will pressure American government, and American government will mount pressure on Nigeria.
Nigerians. Okay.
And that's what is happening. And that's why Gospel Akpabio say, don't you know that Donald Trump is on our neck? Understand? That's what Akpabio said. Don't you know that Donald Trump is on our neck? This is no more time to tell anybody bow and go. Which means without Donald Trump being on their neck, it will be business as usual. So I pray that Donald Trump will continue to be on their neck, so that let them be awake to their responsibilities. I pray that Donald Trump will continue to be on their neck, so that they will continue to be, so that they will wake up to their responsibilities. Because Donald Trump call has a kind of waking them up. So every now and then they are now holding a security meeting, which was not going on before. So we need more foreign pressure, because that's what they hear. In Nigeria, we are the conquered people. We are the prisoners of war. So our voice doesn't matter. Our voice doesn't care. Understand? Our voice doesn't count.
All right, Doctor. There is a statement that was made here, and I want you to analyze this statement. It said the group further called for the immediate release of Mr. Sunday Jackson, who was sentenced to death by the Supreme Court of Nigeria for killing a Fulani headsman who attacked him in his farm in self-defense. So does it mean self-defense is now a wrong thing, or I don't understand why this happened?
But that's why I said that what we have in Nigeria is a legal system. We don't have a justice system. So if an armed robber enters your house to kill you and you kill him or her, then Supreme Court will sentence you to death.
Whereas the terrorists are out there.
So the Jackson, the incident happened in Taraba State. The man was in his farm, and a header come there. That's with cows to eat up
his plant.
On what That's in his own farm, in his own farm. So he has to try to chase those cows away. The header attacked him. He attacked back. Mind you, he was in his farm. Farms don't move.
So, Doctor, is it the header that took him to court? Who actually took him to court?
No, the people now, because he killed somebody that shouldn't be killed.
Wow.
He killed somebody that shouldn't be killed.
In his own community.
Not in his own farm. In his own farm. So if a header comes, that was what they were saying in Buhari's time. Instead of being killed in fighting for your ancestral land, allow them, let them take it.
Wow.
That was what they were saying in Buhari's time. Instead of dying fighting for your ancestral land, just allow it, let them take it. So which means if you kill somebody who come there to kill you in your ancestral land, you also be sentenced. So that shows that there's no justice system in the country. So that is one of the mandates that the United States give to them, that they should free that Sunday Jackson, who killed somebody in self-defense. Even if the judiciary is working in Nigeria, provocation is given an exemption in the court. That's when you harm somebody through a provocation. And it is proved that you acted on provocation. Even if you will be sentenced, it will be reduced. Understand me? Even if you are to be sentenced, it will be reduced because you acted on provocation. But this is somebody is on his farm. Another person come with his own cow. Farm is a personal business. Cattle rearing is a personal business. So somebody carry his own business to come and destroy your own business. So you should fold your arms and begin to watch. So you now begin to imagine the mentality of the judges that are giving this judgment. You begin to imagine whether they have soul or conscience at all. So I thank God that America is intervening, and let them continue to intervene, because Nigeria elites has sold their souls to the devil.
But Doctor, what do you think is the reason why this violence against Christians is going on in Nigeria?
The truth is that this is what most Nigerian elites know, but don't want to admit. I want to tell you for free that even if it's atheists that are living in Benue, to Kogi, that same thing will be happening, because that's Christians just happen to be the ones dominating those areas. What they need is the land there.
Okay.
So whoever is living there, should go.
Okay.
So even if it is I don't know many of these even if it's atheists or Hindus or Buddhists that are living there, they will still kill them. So what is happening is not just targeted at Christians, but Christians are unfortunate. Should I use that word fortunate? Are the ones that are living in that axis.
Okay.
But even if it's Hindus that are living there and you are killing them, it is still genocide.
Genocide, yeah.
Understand? It is still genocide. So Matthew Kuka is just trying to defend the sugar that somebody has put in his mouth.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Here we give you stories that made headlines during the week, of which we've discussed about three of them. The first one says no Christian persecution in Nigeria, according to Bishop Kuka. The second story says Nigeria, only country with functioning democracy in Sahel, needs protection. Ribadu made the statement. The third story says protest rocks United States of America over Christian genocide in Nigeria. Now we are looking at United States lawmakers descend heavily on Aso Rock, vow to hold Tinubu administration responsible for killings. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock I'm gonna be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation and give us your thoughts, what you think about the stories that are being analyzed this evening. It is not your time to call. I'm saying calls 5 o'clock, please. Yes, let your messages keep coming and through WhatsApp. The number to send in your messages are 08171756338. Now down to the fourth story, which says U.S. lawmakers descend heavily on Aso Rock, vow to hold Tinubu administration responsible for killings. I read out the details. United States lawmakers have accused the Nigerian government of not doing enough to address the rising insecurity and killings in the country. The lawmakers spoke on Tuesday during the United States House Appropriations Committee joint congressional briefing on the alleged persecution of Christians in Nigeria. At the event, the lawmakers took turns to address the situation in the wake of President Donald Trump's designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern and his threat of military action. The Nigerian government has a fundamental constitutional obligation to protect its citizens. However, the perpetrators of this persecution operate with complete impunity, Congressman Chris Smith told the gathering. According to the chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Africa Subcommittee, the U.S. will hold the Nigerian government to account over the killings. The Nigerian government is trying to run out the clock. We cannot allow this to happen. We must act quickly and decisively to save more lives, he said. Now, Dr. These are the statements of the United States of America lawmakers to descend heavily on Aso Rock to hold Tinubu administration responsible for the killings. What is your thought about the story?
What I want to say is that there's no government direct sponsor of a genocide in Nigeria. Understand? I'm using that word, government direct sponsor. Understand? But I can accuse government of inaction and negligence. Understand? Nigeria government is not sponsoring any Christian genocide or any ethnic genocide. But they are guilty of inaction. They are guilty of negligence. Why am I saying this? One, they are now the herdsmen who are not supposed to be carrying assault rifles, They see them every day. Understand? They know that these people that are carrying this AK-47 has no power under the Constitution to carry AK-47. And it is this AK-47 that they have used to invade most of the farms in north southern Nigeria. And they are using it to kill people. So that's why I say I can accuse them of inaction or negligence. They are seeing this, but they are not doing anything about it. And until they begin to disarm them. So I listened to what the newly improved Christopher Musa said. about how to tackle the insecurity in Nigeria. That's the current chief of Minister of Defense. I listened to what he said, but he never talked about disarming the herdsman. He never talked about disarming this herdsmen because if you don't disarm them, it shows that you are not really ready to fight insecurity.
But doctor, what's the reason why they are not disarming them?
Because they are privileged people.
And who gave them this privilege?
There's some people are tenants in Nigeria, some are landlords. Understand me? Some are tenants, some are landlords. So we are in a country of animal farm where some animals are more equal than others. So those herders are more equal than ordinary Nigerians. That's why somebody, Sunday Jackson, was given death sentence for killing a herder that come to his farm. Understand? Which means he is more equal than the other Nigerians. Assuming that it was a herder that killed Sunday Jackson, nothing would have happened. Understand? Nothing would have happened. So that is it. And the reason that America said, U.S. congressmen said that they will hold the Tinubu administration responsible is because on May 29, 2023, Tinubu swore to protect life and properties of Nigerians.
Yeah.
Understand? And unquote, when you vote for somebody, vote simply means I am transferring my responsibility into your hand. That's what vote means. Understand? I'm transferring my problems into your hand. Protect me. Understand? Protect. That's what votes mean. So on May, on 25th of February 2023, on quote and unquote, Nigerians entrusted their life into Tinubu's hand. Understand? So it is now his responsibility as the commander-in-chief, C to protect them. Understand? So he is the number one person in the country, and whatever happens in the country, he is the one to be held responsible. Understand?
Yeah.
In people are talking about Putin. Putin is in Russia. He's not in Ukraine. Understand?
Yeah.
He's not among those fighting that invaded Ukraine. But because he is the president of Russia, people are saying sanction Putin, because he is the number one citizen. So Tinubu is our own number one citizen. So whatever happens is on his head. So that's why America said that they are going to hold Aso Rock responsible. So, and they are not wrong by doing that, because when you vote for somebody, you have transferred your problems, your life to that person to protect. So they are not wrong by making that statement.
So with this statement that the lawmakers of the United States made, do you think there are Nigerian officials or groups that could be targeted with sanctions?
Well, names have been written on a daily basis, and some people are trying to pull their head out. Understand? Everybody has wake up now. Understand? So that's why they appointed a new minister of defense who has promised them heaven and and everything. So let us see how. My prayer is let this insecurity reduce drastically in the country.
Amen.
There's nowhere in the world, no country in the world that there's no insecurity. But our own has become unprecedented. That 7 states in the north has closed down schools. It has never happened in the country before.
God help us. All right. Our time is almost fast spent. I'll also be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. For now, let us go to the fifth story, which says Nigeria will burn down by terrorists in 4 months if it fails to put state police in place. Aregani Adams made this statement. The national coordinator of the Odua People's Congress (OPC) and the Are Onakakanfo of Yorubaland, I don't know if I pronounced it well, Ibagani Adams, he warned that Nigeria risks severe security breakdown in the coming month if urgent steps are not taken to establish state police across the federation. Now, Doctor, establishing a state police across the federation, will it bring solution to the insecurity issues in the country?
It will help to reduce drastically this insecurity.
Okay, but what of the normal police in the country? Like, are they not doing? Is their job not enough to, stop all this?
The issue is this: state police. Anybody who has been listening to this program or to any other of my programs, both on radio and TV, will know that I have been an advocate of state police. State police is not perfect, and no organization in the world is perfect, but the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. An instance, if you have 23 police checkpoints now from Asaba to Owerri, if you have 23 checkpoints, before December 15, it will reach to 100. Understand? Mind you, those people are not preventing crimes. They are there to extort, to harass, to intimidate.
So that's why I asked the question.
So, and why they are doing it in the southeast is because most of them are not from the southeast. So there's no emotional attachment. Understand me? There's no emotional attachment. Understand?
Yeah.
So these are not their people. They can do anything and get away with it. This word that police use, I can shoot you and nothing will happen. They know that it is not their own people that they are shooting. You cannot tell your brother, I will shoot you and nothing will happen. Because you are from there. Understand?
Yeah.
If you are from Sokoto, posted to Enugu, you can shoot somebody and the highest they will transfer you. But if you are from Enugu and shoot somebody from Enugu, something will happen. Because they know where you come from. So you are bound to be more careful. You are bound to be more careful. And again, in the area of insecurity, a policeman from Kebbi going to Imo is going to be useless. He doesn't speak the same language with them in Imo. He doesn't know the terrain. The people would not trust him, and they will not give him any useful information. You see it? And again, he will also not work with his mind, because even if atomic bomb is falling in Imo, he's not from Imo. Do you understand? So there's no emotional attachment. But with state police, the policeman is from Imo. Understand? He speaks the same language. He knows the terrain very well. Understand?
Yeah.
So the people will trust him because he is one of them. And he will also want to protect Imo because he is from Imo. If he doesn't protect Imo, it will affect his own family. It will affect his own brothers and sisters. So this is why state police will be better in handling this insecurity.
All right, doctor, it's almost 5 o'clock. Fat, it is 5 o'clock. So I'll just want you to, in 2 minutes, just summarize this. Yes, on weekends is your River State House of Assembly lawmakers did not tell him before defection. What do you have to say
Well,
about his statement?
it is and I understand. It is and I. Wike has been manipulating what is happening in River State. They are his boys. Understand? Amawende is from Obiakpo, where Wike comes from. Understand? So there's nothing that they can do without telling Wike. So Wike know right from time that they are crossing over to APC. So he cannot deny that he don't know.
He's not aware.
Understand me? So he is fully aware of their defection.
Okay, it is time to open the studio line so you can join in the conversation. Give us your thoughts on the stories we discussed. Please don't move away from the stories we are discussing. And please let your languages be civil. And when you call, tell us your name and your location. Go straight to your point. And the next one is turn off your radio sets once we pick your call. Turn it off or you shift from the location. Thank you very much, as you're gonna comply to these rules. Yes, we call it rules. Okay, now I'm gonna be reading out the stories once again for some people that are just joining us before I'll start taking the calls. The first story we looked at says no Christian persecution in Nigeria. Bishop Kuka made this statement. The second story says Nigeria, only country with functioning democracy in Sahel, needs protection. Ribado made this statement. Protest rocks United States of America over Christian genocide in Nigeria. This is the third story. The fourth story says United States lawmakers descend heavily on Aso Rock, vow to hold Tinubu administration responsible for killings. And the fifth story says Nigeria will be burnt down by terrorists in 4 months if it fails to put state police in place. Arigani Adams made the statement. The final story says River State House of Assembly lawmakers did not tell me before defection, and Yeson Wike made this statement. Okay, I'm gonna be calling out the number. The studio line to call is 0700 903 903 903. Gonna call us on WhatsApp via 08171756338.
Sure, yeah, I believe you can hear me.
Good evening to my first caller. Hello, good evening. Uh-oh, I lost the call. Sorry for that. Do well to call us back. Hello, good evening.
Hello? Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to the show. Your name and location?
Yes, this is Mr. Peter from Isala.
All right, Mr. Peter, go ahead.
Dr. Anderson, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, what I want to add to what you said, there's something a correction I want to make. It's not that America, it's not that Trump is accusing Tinubu of being responsible for the violence in Nigeria, the banditry and all this kidnapping and terrorism in Nigeria. The annoyance is that he's not doing what he's supposed to do. And he's doing it because of the interest of 2027. After the interest of 2027, Tinubu had all the get to just deal with this people and the problem will be solved once and for all. That is the annoyance of America. There's no other thing than that. So he should do what he's supposed to do. If he doesn't want to do it, they will do it. That's why you see that they're coming up now. They're not serious. They're not joking about it. This is that happened to the reverend Anglican that died last 3 days ago. See now they kill the man. And they are getting information, they are getting every day by day, day by day. So the thing is angering them the way we are feeling bad about it. So they are not accusing him of being responsible, but they should do something. This is the person, they want to stop on the table. They should do something. That's what they are doing. They want to do it by themselves.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for calling in. Good morning. Hello. Voice of the people. All right. I think you're going to call us back. Yeah, you're going to call us back. Do what to call us back. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Please move away from the radio set.
Yes, I've done that. Faithfulness, I greet you.
Good evening. Welcome to the show. Your name and location?
My name is Chode the preacher man.
All right, so go ahead.
I'm calling from Ogun State. Yes, I greet the doctor in the house too. We need more people like him in the country. Yes, now what I want to say is that the reverend that is calling white black. The Bible says, woe unto him that call bad good, that call good bad, that call white black, that call evil good. That is it. That's what I want to say to him. He should remember what the Bible says about people like him, because these things are happening and he can come out and say it is not happening. Woe unto people like that. Secondly, state police is the way to go, my dear sister. State police is the way to go, because now, how will you take a man, a Yoruba man, to go and be a commissioner, to go and be a policeman in Igbo land, and take a man from Igbo land to go and be a policeman in the north? It's not working, because if you put people that are from that state, they will know the people, they know the people, they know the terrain. They can even go, if something happens, they can go to a particular and say, we know you people, I know your father, you don't think like this. I know you must be, you may be responsible for it. State police is the way to go. I don't know why it's being difficult for our people, for our government to understand it. Even in America, they visit America, we have Los Angeles Police Department, we have New York Police Department. All the states have their own police department, and we now have the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which is still the federal, that takes over every case that is too difficult for the state police to handle. Thank you, my dear sister. Have a blessed day.
So much. Thank you so much for calling. And the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us via WhatsApp 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, my name is Orogu from Ekotu.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, two things I want to talk about. Especially, it seems that analysts and so on, I don't think they realize the problem of our soldiers fighting this war. This war is a guerrilla war. I've looked at it. If you read about war, it's a very difficult one. These criminals, they use the people to shield themselves, like the kidnapping of these children now. They will be with them in the bush. Even if our armed forces stand there, it's so difficult to liberate them. It's unlike if you are fighting in another country that, okay, you can face them, the civilian, everybody will leave the area and so on. Then you can do whatever you like, you can bomb, you can do anything. But in this case, you can't do it. I sit down at times and look at the whole thing. It's serious. It's serious. Then the second thing again is that our journalists are not doing what they're supposed to do. Of course, most of them are so partisan. These people are doing these criminals. One part is certain, they are Muslims. Yes. When they are slaughtering people, they will be shouting Allahu Akbar and so on. And we have Muslim leaders. Especially we have the leaders of the Muslim in Nigeria. The Sultan of Sokoto. Has anybody ever done interview him? Or if all these are shouting about Tinubu, if you can do 50% of it with him, I think we will do something. They have the power to call these people to order. All the emirs are under them. They are of the same religion. But we just leave them. After I look at these two people, Sultan of Sokoto and people just reading just like that. And one math professor in the Southwest called himself head of Munich or whatever. One Professor Akintola. If it's another thing now in Israel, they don't allow Muslims to pray. They don't allow them to walk on the street. So we have to start shouting on them. That's my
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. But I think did I hear him well call someone a criminal? Okay. Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm really having a feedback on WhatsApp. What is happening? I keep on having an echo feedback on WhatsApp call.
It's all.
All right. I think we're going to sort out this issue. We are going to sort it out. Please do bear with us. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Shettima.
Mazi, good evening.
Good evening. I'm speaking. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I greet you especially, sir.
All right.
See, so the first story about of Bishop Kuka, I want to check mass there. See, my name is Mazi Sonny calling from Ojalabao.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see our Bishop Kuka. That Kuka, I should say maybe something's wrong. That reverend, that the bishop may use the ordinary eye, the talking this thing. During the time of Buhari, I hear that the Kuka is always to shackle a genocide in Christian in Southern Kaduna. But this time around, I don't know whether my Mr. President, he should say they never go to Saudi Arabia or India, use something to watch this Kuka bread. Let them watch as well. Because this is not ordinary. How you say that you will kill like 1,000 people before you know genocide? Is it supposed to be a Christian, a man of God? You blood the full to live at you see that this is okay. Come down, you say that you kill yourself or you kill your family. Yeah, no watch, no pray for them. I should say something wrong. No pray for them. Something wrong for there. Please, thank you, my sister. Continue a good job.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in, Mazi Sonny. Thank you for your thoughts. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Your name and location?
My name is Ben calling from Ojo.
All right, Ben, go ahead.
My greeting to Peter and Oseke.
It's greeting too.
I want to contribute to our Reverend Cooker, as a secretary, his comment. It's not a surprising thing, and he's not the first person that has made such a statement. Remember, one Reverend Father at Benue State also said there are no Christian genocide. That all what they have in ministry, all they have all over the country is insecurity. So you have somebody like him already who have made such a statement. So it's not a new thing for we Christians. Another one I want to say is this: concerning this kidnapping, adopting children in that school children in one part of North there. I was talking to one outside guy about a few days ago, one young outside guy. The boy is from Sokoto State. He said he will be traveling in December, that they have killed his own brother, about 3 of them. That he's going, that nothing is something to go. That what these people are doing, listen, that what these people are doing is this: when they come to any school and kidnap children, take them to bush there, they will make a research, pick those ones that are Muslim, and show them the route to go through bush. Then our government will not let those people escape, that they will keep the Christians there. So probably those 10 people that they say they escape are Muslim children among those people that they kidnap, according to the report. So it's not a new thing. Another one, in order to call is very short. Another one is short, Donald Trump. Please, he's wasting time. We need to intervene so that all this nonsense will stop. Or what will happen to the remaining Nigerians? I don't think anybody will be happy. It's not a joke. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling and thank you so much for your thoughts. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us on WhatsApp via 0817 175 6338. Yes, the issue has been resolved. You can call now. Hello, good evening.
Faithfulness.
Welcome to the show. Your name and location.
Joval.
I
Good
know
evening.
it's Joval.
Yes.
I want him to
Dr.
mention
Peter
his name.
Nosike, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Dr. Peter knows the voice.
Yeah, I also know the voice. I want the
Oh, that's
listeners to
great.
know.
It's great to hear that.
Yeah.
The faithfulness. The name is Are Ono Kakanfu. That is Gani Adams.
Okay.
What he said. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So what he said is that this country will be submerged by terrorists if nothing is done. The admittance by Mr. Akpabio that Donald Trump is on their neck, for me personally, my mind is telling me because he will always run to America for medical treatment and hide there. So if he doesn't do the right thing, he will be among those that Donald Trump will rusticate from going into America. But by and large, for those who are protesting there in the US, helping to aid our voice over there in America, kudos to them. We need that more. We need America to be on their neck, in the neck of this government. All these sharp exchange of military people converting one to Minister of Defense and all that. Was the president sleeping before? And a quick, sharp submission of names for ambassador. Can you imagine? So if Donald Trump did not say this thing that he said, it would just be like this for the next 4 years. You know, I keep saying in this station that somebody that is yet to do 2 years in office is campaigning for the next election to rule us for another 4 years when he has done nothing. Fire brigade approach to these things. So whether we like it or not, this country is on a keg of gunpowder. So for our bishop, it's unfortunate that the human in him is playing much more role than the spiritual father that he is supposed to be. Whether he said it or not, we know that there is genocide of Christians in this country. So I don't want to listen to what he's saying. I know that because what happened last week will tell you what is going on in Nigeria. How many attacks did we have in this country, especially the ones that happened in Ilorin, in Kwara, and other parts of this country? They are entering into the churches and killing Christians. How else do we define this word genocide? Dr. Peter Osike has defined it. Do we need to define it more than that? Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your thoughts this evening, Joel. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What is your thoughts on the stories we discussed this evening? Hello.
Hello.
Please move away from the radio set.
Yeah, good evening, my sister. My name is Mr. Madekolo from Ojibu.
Welcome, Mr. Madiko.
Dr. Peter Osike said it. This, unless we tell ourselves truth, we cannot get peace where there's no justice, where there's no equity, where there's no law, where there's no fairness. In this country, there's no, all this is not there. We are just cheating ourselves. And the military cannot get it where there are infiltrators in the military, in the government. All these things cannot be easy unless we call ourselves and sit ourselves. Where are we want to be in one Nigeria? We want to be in one nation. If the answer is yes, then we start doing what we're supposed to do. Not by section of a country, you have to respect on them. The other say you can't have respect on them. All these things we are cheating ourselves until we come to the right table that Ojuku is crying for long days. We cannot get it right. Nigeria is not working like a whole nation. That is the problem. There's genocide in this country. Martin Cooker, since I've discovered that man is not doing the right thing. The day he say in which after he said they are peace what? All the election they follow it up. All was foul. All was lies. And they continue parading themselves as the peacemakers. What makes them peacemakers? He has compromised. So I pray for him because Bible said you see a brother falling away. Pray for him. Martin Cooker has fought from the way of God. May God help him to come back again. All the killing they are killing in the certain area, in the Plateau, Benue, Taraba, everywhere in Nigeria. He said there's no Christian genocide. May God forgive him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for calling in this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What's your thoughts this evening? Hello, good evening.
Hello, faithful.
Hello.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Your name and location.
AB speaking from
All right. Go ahead.
Wow. There is insecurity and people are down. The actual of even the US lawmakers, they even indicted Donald Trump that has caused problem in Nigeria by saying it is
very partisan and say this Christian genocide. Are you getting me?
I'm hearing you.
Share this thing. So we should not be partisan and be political about the killing of people. Are you getting me? Donald Trump, I know the kind of person he hates Islam. But as a president of America, a free state, you shouldn't bring that character into presidency. You are not a president. Here is dealing with the Oma lady. Why? Because that lady is an Islam and a Somalia person.
So wait,
America don't do that.
AB. So you would think, what would I ask you now? So the terrorism going on in Nigeria, you think he shouldn't come and intervene? He should continue.
He should come, yes. He should come and assist us because the terrorists, they have international backing, so he should come. But he should not come and remove this government that is giving us Lagos Calabar with renewed initiative, more funds. I get
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. AB, you're really, really funny. Oh my god, I can't really hold my laughter. Hold on. Thank you very much. It's your thoughts.
Hello, my
good
sister.
evening. Your name and location.
Victor from Oshodi.
All right, Victor, go ahead.
I can see how you are laughing. You know, the guy is a funny guy. I can't say the guy will just miss at the line as they confuse somebody. But we welcome everybody anyway. Everybody have right to say something.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate my brother Anosike and you.
Thank you very much.
This issue of kidnappings here and there, the Anosike have said it all. Until we do the right thing, the right thing will happen.
Yeah.
My sister, you cannot buy something from this Ajawi state now and go to Mushi and collect your change.
No.
It's impossible.
At all.
The best thing is, Anosike talk of all these headers carry AK-47. Sometime ago I travel. One of our chief was telling these headers, say, oh boy, you have been here long and disturbing people. Why can't you relocate or come outside and rent house? The man, what he said is that I cannot come out from this place. This is where my father, I meet my father carry me come. That's how I speak it. My father carry me come this place. So nobody can tell me to move from this place. And they are causing troubles. If you see somebody cooking in the kitchen, they will go there, they will bring their cow, stand in the front of the house, they will go to that kitchen, collect that food. This one is not foul, it's from our place there. I'm from Enugu State. Those wine tapper, they will climb up, remove the wine, you know, those the calabash they used to put it up, they will bring it down and drink it. So a lot of mayhem they are causing, and they carry the AK-47 with their machine. Okay, if they spoil something in the farm, you go to a police station, tell them, police will tell you want to put me in trouble. But once you touch their cow, because there is the one they killed already, you know, both the security, all these vigilante police come and carry all of them, collect their guns, while the other people are carrying guns, spoiling something. Could you believe that cow, our people paid 2.5 million naira last month?
It is well.
So it's only God know. Once Nigeria do the right thing will come back to us. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your thoughts this evening. Wow. Doctor, things are happening. Things are really happening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What's your thoughts on the stories that were discussed this evening? Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Chioma.
It's Faithfulness.
Okay, Faith.
Yes. Well,
Good evening, Dr. Anosike.
Good evening.
My name is Odina, calling from Ejigbo.
All right, go ahead.
All this kidnapping that is going on is under-reporting. The 2, 3, 4 people they are kidnapping on daily basis, which if they have affected me, they have kidnapped my brother from Enugu Road to Abakaliki. They are not reporting it. Currently, there is 2 of our people that is going home that they kidnapped from Benin Road. All those one is not reported. There is many our people in the bush. When they kidnapped my brother, what they told him is they want to. People say that they have money. Then we collect all the whole Igbo money gradually, which we pay ransom before he will be released. And sometimes it's not those Fulani people shoot them to die. They suffer as them take lay cow. That how they take control cow. That is how then we control people that then kidnap. Running inside the bush for days. So if you don't have power, you can die. For Martin Cooker, since he made that statement, I have pity on him. I'm just having pity on him. Personally, person like me will not sit down and listen to Martin Cooker where he's talking about Jesus Christ. I can't do that because he has sold himself out. I don't know what they give to him. I just having pity on him. That is what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Oh my God, this issue of kidnapping insecurity is really getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Our government, please, we're begging, do something about this.
The truth from Obina say it is it is grossly underreported. If 10 kidnappings happen, it's only one
that's been reported.
That is being reported. If 10 happens, it's only one that is being reported. Some people don't have voice. Some people will tell some. If you talk, if you are people tell police, will kill you. So all the things that you are hearing is just a few. People are disappearing every day in the country. Like I said, if 10 kidnappings happen, it's only one that you hear. It is only one that news carries.
The Lord will help us. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the location. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, my name is Yoko. I'm calling you from Kafa.
All right.
You know, why is it? My name is Yoko. I'm calling you from Kafa.
Go ahead.
Yeah, why people is always surprised on the reality of life. I'm talking about Martin Cooker. You know, there's something the Bible says. The word of God is true. Okay. No matter how you look at it, no matter the options you weigh it, the Bible is the word of God is true to the letter. The scripture says that in the latter days, okay, and here we are in the latter times. You know, the Bible says in the latter time, Antichrist will emerge. And by the time Peter was writing this episode, he said that this Antichrist is no more with them. They have gone out of them and entered into the world to go and deceive the world. He said, you know them by their actions and by their words. So it's not surprising for me. And who is Antichrist? The word Antichrist is simply means people who deny Christ and His church. That is all about Antichrist. So without missing what the so-called Cooker is saying, representing what he stands for. That is Antichrist. That is the truth. So, the one happening in Riverside, the UK is saying that the lawmakers did not pay before before they join to APC, showing the level of arrogancy of human beings. But I'm not troubled about these people. You should remember there was something I said to you last time. I'm seeing these people like ordinary human beings. They are not godly. They cannot do more than what mechanism do. They cannot do more than what Herod and the Pharaoh of Egypt did.
Yes, I play some.
But when the time of God comes, when God will put his signature upon their life, they will become like a whirlwind that will replace all our.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
And you too. Thank you so much for your thoughts this evening. Hello, good evening. I'm so sorry.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
The doctor and the wonderful lady in the studio. My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Finland. I called the other day and I said something that made me sound a bit pessimistic, but it's the truth. I keep hearing Nigerians say they should release the names of these terrorist sponsors. They should release the name. Doctor knows what I'm saying. I believe you in the studio knows what I'm saying. If they release the name of the terrorist sponsors today, nothing will happen. Nothing. In fact, 2027, you will see the people in that list vying for office and they will vote them in. Government will tell you that they have repented. Terrorist sponsors have repented. Is it not Nigeria I'm talking about? Is it not Nigeria? We are just wasting our time. Release names of terrorist sponsors. Release them. Nothing will happen. Koro like this, people will vote for them. Look, we've gone too far. Look, it had to take Trump. Nigerians have been dying, whether genocide or no genocide. Nigerians have been dying for a long time. What did we hear our politicians say or do? All we heard one political party will move to the APC. That was all they were doing. Even in the midst of killings, President went to Benue. They had to bring out toddlers in the rain to welcome President. President that was coming to mourn after people have complained. What did we hear our politicians do? 2027. That was all they knew. It took Trump to make them sit up. The names of terrorist sponsors, released or not released, nothing will happen. Not in Nigeria. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. I'm going to be reading out some of the WhatsApp messages before taking more calls. Good evening, Faithfulness and Dr. Peter Anosike. God bless you both for your good work. Thank you. So, pathetic to hear, rather. Sorry. Such comments from Matthew Kuka. Matthew Kuka is a deceiver. Okay, disgrace to Christianity. Look at what this man is saying. An obvious fact to the whole world, and is denying it openly here. Okay. eBay Zimako from our God Palace. Thank you so much for your message. My name is Onyechege. Where are the supporters of this current government? Where are they? They have all become dumb dogs. All right. Okay. They can't back again. Okay, Nigeria is progressing, Abi. Then let Nigeria happen to the supporters of this government. Thank you so much, Onyechege, but that is too long. Hello, VOPT. My name is Samson from Ikorodu. Most Nigerian pastors are our problems because they talk with two sides of their mouth. They are political pastors. Thank you so much, Samson, for your message. Ojumezwe from Ladikbo. Reverend Martin Luca is a liar and okay. Totally corrupted too. Thank you so much for your message. Good afternoon. I am Dele from Ikorodu. So Bishop Kuka's assertion that there is no Christian genocide is regarded by Doctor as his own personal opinion and rebuked him as a shameless person. However, he celebrates General Babangida's opinion that the January 1966 coup was not an evil coup, and he doesn't see it as his own personal opinion. I want us to believe him as a national fact. All right, what Dele from Ikorodu. I think I'm gonna stop here for now. Thank you so much for your message. Good afternoon, Mr. Nosika and Sister Faith. What of the one they call Reverend Governor from Benue? Also speak like a Reverend Kuka. That's no Christian genocide in his state. Choose from Okoko. Thank you so much for your message. Good day, Faithfulness and Dr. Peter Nosike. Well done, listeners. With Kuka talking about Christian genocide, seems the man succeeded in degrading Catholic Church and faithfuls. For me, Malam Ribadu is no longer relevant by saying Nigeria is the only country practicing democracy in Sahel region. Where's the democracy? Any court sentence by Omotosho against the 23 names who's involved in financing terrorism, or will they disappear from detention again? Okay. Churchill from Ikorodu, thank you so much for your message. Today, not today. See message. Oh, bright afternoon, faithfulness, and Dr. Nosike in the studio. Okay, I'm not going to read out this message because it's too much. The statement coming from Reverend Kuka is not surprising me. It's not surprising to me, okay? If Tinubu can, but some men refer them as bishops during his 2023 general election, if the current government of Benue State, that is the Reverend Father, can deny his faith because of APC and Tinubu, if the so-called Daddy Jews in the southwest can be silenced due to APC in power, then who is Reverend Kuka not to be bought over? Bola said it openly that the moment you join or have sympathy with APC, your brain will stop working. Wonderful. If Judas can betray Jesus Christ, who is Matthew Kuka? Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Mayor from Ikotu Igbe. Thank you very much. I need to read other people's message. It is too much. Bishop Kuka has come in his mouth. Judgment is coming, and you see religious leaders will get the first punishment. And forget that the internet never lies. There is evidence everywhere. Nigeria long left democracy under APC. A legislation singing on your mandate. Judiciary singing on your mandate. Ribadu is a shame. The lame excuse of this failed government not to track terrorism that they use foreign network. What an excuse. We, the conquered Nigerians, are calling on Donald Trump to come and rescue us. All right. You did not tell us your name. Please make sure you put your name and your location. Wow. Good evening, VOP Leko from Lagos. For your ambassadorial list, it's just loyalty, Nakash, and carry objection. Okay, everybody gets agenda with their mercenary enterprise. It's all party loyalist compensation, not based on capacity, competence, credibility. So you have people who rig elections for you, propagandists, political hallelujah boys. Wow, this kind English here. This is what the rubber stamp Senate will approve, because they said on his mandate they shall stand. Birds of the same feathers flock together. Look at all the ministers that surround the president. It's all failure. What has worked so far? That is why we are in this nightmare. More than 2.5 years. We can give what you have. We don't have upstairs. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Thank you so much, Leko from Lagos. Good evening, VOP. Greetings to you, Doctor. My name is Progress from Isolo. Imagine a bishop saying there's no Christian genocide in Nigeria. That means the APC government has given him some amount of money. Okay, so that he will not say anything bad about them. Are you sure if that particular bishop is called by God? Because of him saying that they are not killing Christians in Nigeria shows that he's not a real bishop. He's just a bishop for himself and not for the citizens. Bad governors everywhere. Please, after this show, play Orisha Femi flog politicians go book. Hey, thank you so much, Progress from Isolo. I think I'll look for that. Hello, VOP. I think it's unfair for anyone to say Islam breeds terrorism. Yeah, who made that statement? Those who killed under the guise of religion should be treated as criminals. So Bishop Matthew Kuka was right to have said there was no Christian genocide in Nigeria. Muslims were equally involved in casualties. On several occasions, people who pray in their mosque were attacked in Zamfara, Katsina, and Kebbi. Tiwa from Abulegwa. All right, Tiwa, did anyone make that statement? Okay. I'm highly disappointed with Bishop Kuka. Anyway, he is observing table manners since Tinubu gave him appointment. The U.S. lawmakers are right. Tinubu should be held responsible for the killing in Nigeria. Everything about Tinubu is politics. First, he appointed incompetent defense ministers and NSA, only for him to sack his incompetent defense minister and appointed a CDS he just removed last month as a new defense minister because he has confused thinking. He will get away by playing politics with everything. When our creator was distributing shame, Wike was not around, so nobody should take him serious. John from Ejaniki, thank you so much for your message. Good evening from Adeyemi Kamoru, Banana Island, Lagos. Peter Obi is overrated. Okay, we didn't discuss Peter Obi today, so I don't think I'm going to read this message. Thank you so much. Do the Nigerian government don't the Nigerian government want US president to come and help Nigerians from Mary, Ogun State? Okay, that question, Mary. Good evening, Faith and Dr. Nosike. It's obvious that we have lost the once fearless, fire-spitting, and incorruptible Bishop Kuka. Hey, what money cannot do, gifts and appointments will do. He now sings the same song with politician Reverend Father Alia of Benue State. How are the mighty fallen? What a pity. Anaclet and Nwebunwa from Alagbado. Thank you so much for your message. Good evening, moderator. My name is Jide Taiwo. I want to make it clear to Nigerians. Tinubu can never fight terrorists because he's the person. Okay. Thank you so much, Jide Taiwo, for your message. Thank you. ECOWAS is losing her relevance. ECOWAS, was primarily established on 28th. Alright, we're not talking about ECOWAS here, are we? Thank you so much for your message, Joe. I didn't see your name. On security, President Tinubu, the imagery of a dwarf now drags in giant ropes. With popping eyes and thumping hearts, Nigerians walk the dark path of the villages and look through the window when the driver comes on the brake pedal. The leaves are heavier, each with thick dark blood as the barrels let out blistering fire. Plate, poor country. I can see you are a poet. That's a poet from Sam Okwa. Tokwamu from Lagos. Thank you so much for this poetry. Going by the statement of Bishop Kuka, he has lost his credibility in the Catholic Church. We are now formally waiting for the withdrawal of his bishopric by the Pope. Billy from Ekotu. Okay, maybe you are going to be the one to call the Pope actually. Mr. Nusike, you can't pray killing continue in southern Kaduna because the victims aren't family members of Matthew Kuka, who said what he said. It's only those who want to appeal with terrorists that would say there is no genocide against Christians. I've always been of the opinion that age, academic qualification, environment, or political exposure does not translate to being rational or having common sense. I would have used some nasty words against. Okay, please don't. Thank you very much. But I'll let him and his conscience battle it out. Then again, I don't see the comparison between Nelson Mandela and Kanu. If we go by history and current activity, I'm sure a lot of rational minds and South Africans would feel insulted. Well, I'm not surprised because we live in a world where characters like Kim Jong-un, Idi Amin, Shikumi are also some people's hero. What a pity. Thank you so much for your message. I think I got it this time around again. Good evening, VOP family, Madam Faithfulness, and I'll be Madam Moa, Miss Morgan. And my brother, esteemed analyst, Dr. Anosike. I'm really impressed with this program so far. For me, I'm highly disappointed at Bishop Kuka, who was once a die-hard voice of the Christian community, suddenly started romancing with political impunity for crumbs he gets from the current administration. However, it's to my greatest dismay that the bishop of repute like him could publicly come out to say there is no Christian genocide. Apparently, as a matter of fact, for this denial of truth about Christian genocide undoubtedly has made him a big disgrace of priesthood. It's quite unfortunate situation. Royal Apostle Amefile from Ijagun, Lagos. Thank you so much for your message. Okay, my name is Faithfulness. Okay. I greet you and Dr. Prophet, Professor, Doctor only you, Prophet, Professor. Anasike, God Almighty will guide him. On Bishop Kuka, I don't think he needs any prayers. He has been given ego, kudi, and owo. Oh, okay. I withdraw his title, Bishop. I don't want that crowned in Bishop. Comrade Tunde from Mushi. Please, if I have my way to get President Trump's number, I'll be urging him to come over. Comrade Tunde Mushi, okay. Good evening, Faithfulness. My name is Mervin. I don't know why some of the governments of Nigeria are just behaving as if they are innocent of what is happening in this country, Nigeria. Many of them are the ones causing this terrorism of a thing, and still they are avoiding Donald Trump to come for the rescue of the Christians. And I just don't know why they are trying to make Nigeria Islamic country and they will say we are one Nigeria. For me, it's better Donald Trump should come help us to end all this happening in the country by wiping these terrorists and bad governments of this country for the better of this country, or they should let the Igbos go, just like the way we said Ghana must go in a bag. Jerry from Ojo, thank you so much for your message. Good evening. Until the pulling of the structure down is generally deemed necessarily expedient, then all these calls for calm whenever pulling down is the option. This incessant usurpation by the so-called constituted authority will continue to decimate and emaciate Nigerians on moxie English. Hey. For example, when elections are rigged and the people agitate, the media and the politicians call for calm. What? Okay. Oh, the media is supposed to support the agitations of the people, not selling calls for calm to the politicians who buy it. Now, Bishop Kuka is calling for calm because he can lose some board membership given him by president. Okay, to gag him. Tochukwu Adele Thompson from Obaniko. Thank you so much. Your English is wonderful. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening, my dear faithfulness.
Welcome to the show. Your name and location.
My name is Godwin Chibundu. I'm calling from Obaranja.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
Please, there's one thing I want to say, please. This man so-called Matthew Cook or something. Listen, there's something I want to tell about this. When somebody is in a difficulty, you will know who hates you and who likes you. This time around have showed that Matthew Cooker is not a real Christian. Why I say like this? Why? Because the way he opened his mouth and said there's no Christian, there are not killing any Christian in Nigeria, surprised me. Because what he's supposed to do, he cannot do it. And about Trump saying that he's coming to Nigeria to help Nigeria, is there anything good, bad against it? This is a man that has already volunteered himself. Look at these people, they are killing them anyhow in Nigeria. I want to come and help them. They are not trying to lobby American government and whatever. So they will not come. So which means what they like is people will be dying like fowl in Nigeria. People will be dying like goat in Nigeria. What a nonsense is that? Another thing I'm talking about next week, saying that they don't know when those House of Assembly members they come to APC. You are the one that do everything you did in the River State. And what I've done has come to pass. You are not saying that they don't know when they come to APC. When I was small, my papa used to say that somebody carries a bag of life moving all around. Why you think these people doing all these things? Do you want this Nigeria? What is their plan ahead for us in this Nigeria as a good citizen of Nigeria? But only what I will say is this. Let them remember their God. Whatever that happens, we pray that God will rescue all Nigerians in Jesus' name.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Amen. Thank you so much for your thoughts this evening. From His Royal Highness B.C. Umoko in Oshodi. Good evening, Faith. It's so unfortunate and sad the way the federal government is pampering and playing ostrich over the terrorists and its activities. It's so shameful that APC government is only focusing on 2027 election while the citizens are being massacred every day. If nothing urgent is being done to stop these terrorists, it may get worse to the extent that there may not be a safer place for Nigerians. But I pray 2027 will be a great turnaround for Nigerians. Have a blessed night, Faith. Have a blessed night, sir. Thank you so much for your message. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to the show. Your name and location?
My name is Robert.
All right, go ahead.
Dr. Amizike, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My point is that the reason why many people they don't understand this some of these men of God. They think that if they have gone to Jerusalem and they are bearing GP and they wear that long chain in their neck, God is so close to them. They have the key to heaven. You understand? They still have the human nature of the same Peter that denied Christ, despite the fact that he was the head of the disciple that Jesus Christ appointed. The same Judas that Christ appointed, some of them still have it. That is the human nature. You understand? So even me, the reason why I stopped not that I stopped some, but I schedule my church services. That there are some churches you will go, they will task you as if they don't even know maybe you have money. You understand? Maybe you don't have job, it does not concern them. You pay like 5-6 offering, and at the end of the job, they borrow money to go home. So let's forget about this man of God.
Thank you so much.
You don't know yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your thoughts this evening. Okay, I'm gonna receive a little more calls, read out some WhatsApp messages, then we'll wrap it up here on Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please off your radio set, sir.
Okay, good evening. Are you hearing me now? Is it better?
Yeah, I know. I'm still having an echo feedback.
Okay, let me adjust it. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, we are talking about Bishop Matthew Kuka. This man of God, I'm sorry to say, they are misleading this country and putting us into this mess. But if you notice, if you can remember, I think when Atiku Abubakar wanted to contest in 2015, I think Obasanjo, led by this same Bishop Matukuka and Bishop Oyedepo, went to beg Obasanjo to forgive Atiku Abubakar. So these men of God, I don't understand what is their role in politics. Let them face the word of God and let politicians and we the masses, we have a role to play. They should not mislead us or say because of religion and put us into this mess that we have seen ourselves. I think they should respect the calling that they say they have from God and allow themselves not to be used by these politicians and tarnish their image. It's surprising to hear that Bishop Kuka, of all people that we respect, is saying there's no genocide of the Christians. I don't know whether he's not in Nigeria or he's in another country. Even if he's in another country, won't he listen to what is happening in Nigeria? So please, my sister, I don't know how we can relate to this men of God. They should just stay clear from politics and allow politicians and we the masses to take our decisions. God bless you and have a lovely weekend.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend too. Okay, I'm gonna be reading out some of the WhatsApp messages again, and we'll wrap it up. Please tell Dr. Nasike that Nigerian government is sponsoring. Okay, Jerry from Ikeja. Bishop Kuka was heavily paid to say what he said concerning killing of Christians in Nigeria. Okay, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, VOP. My name is Adoche Emmanuel from Satellite Town. Matthew Kuka and Governor Alia of Benue are disappointment to Body of Christ. That's why nothing makes me the fellowship to fellowship with the so-called Catholic. They're just hiding under the disguise of Christianity. I don't see any good doctrines in them. Okay, good evening, VOP community. It said that woe unto him that see wrong and call it right. Reverend Kuka, he knows the Bible, if at all. I wonder what's wrong with all this clergy without God's calling. Okay. Baka told us Buhari is our savior. Now it is Kuka, all from one denomination. Let them know that judgment will start from the people of God. Ambrochika Obodo from Ushodi. Okay, thank you so much for your message. Good evening from Adeyemi Kamoru from Banana Island. The only region where most casualties of terrorism are Christians is the southeast, and it's because IPOB ESN is their baby, which they fed to become a devouring monster. Okay. Good evening to you in the studio. On this security in Nigeria, it's not targeted on a particular religion, but I don't understand your guest. Does he think before? Okay, what was the offense of Bishop Kuka? Now, are you serious? So you've not been listening? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, good day, nice work. The Northerners are the most okay. Good evening, Faithful and Dr. Nosike. Same Kuka has changed mouth again. Wike Najuka and America should call more. Okay, well, Nigeria is a rich country. Why the government is so corrupt? Tinubu is a mistake for Nigeria. The government is the cause of the kidnapping and genocide in Nigeria. Okay, Daya from Lagos. Bishop Matthew Kuka, with his recent fallacious statement, is a good representative of men of God, or I should say, God of men who have fallen from grace to grass. Debussy from Somolu. I'm gonna take this final call and then we wrap it up here. Hello, good evening.
Oh, hello.
Hello, good evening. Your name and location?
Yes, I am Royal Apostle. I'm speaking from Ijebule.
All right, go ahead, sir.
So I want to thank God for you, Faithful.
Thank you.
Yes, there's something I want to say. What I actually want to say was to disagree with the man who spoke against pastors. We are not to generalize certain things. We are not of the same categories. Apostle Paul says we know in parts. Human beings are differs. So you can't compare Bishop Kuka with Bishop Oyedepo. The problem we have is problem with the pastors. They start talking against pastors, generalized issues. There are some of these pastors that don't go near politicians and they don't even do anything about the politics. But the way a man of people take pastors this day is cause for concern. Though I don't blame them because most time one hand will pick an oil, it will affect all the hands.
Yeah.
So there are still good ones among them. Yes, there are still good ones among them. So that is exactly what I want to say. I have to disagree with that man. That was talking, realizing the issues of us. In conclusion, he made a comment. He said pastors should leave politicians. No, you cannot convert the politicians if you are not part of them. One thing that is important is that politics begin from the Bible.
All right, sir, please, can you just summarize?
The Bible,
my time is up.
Yes, I'm summarizing. It begins from the Bible. The Bible says the government shall be upon the head of Jesus. So what you need is sincerity.
All right, thank you.
And honesty.
Thank you so much.
In everything we do.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our callers who have called in. For those that sent in their messages, thank you so much. So our YouTube family, I'm seeing your comments and messages. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you for staying in this program recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. For those I couldn't pick their calls, I'm so sorry. My time is up. World News at 6 comes next. Thank you so much, Dr. Peter Anusike, for this wonderful analysis this evening. And we continue to pray that God will help our country, and we'll continue to pray that the government will also come to our rescue. This is the time to draw the curtain on recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I remain your host, Faithfulness. Okay, till we'll see on Saturday next week. Bye.